Two, one.
Cold Bill. Now for the bait.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Hey yo, make sure y'all tune in to the Hot Podcast with Cold Bill.
We have special guests every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m.
Yo, Mean Mill the Done.
Raul the guy.
Been so ambitious.
You know what I'm saying? We're in the lounge area, you know what I mean, for this show. You know what I'm saying? When it's just us, from now on, we doing the lounge area. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Triple Co, shout to Ball Out, shout to Carol. You know what I mean? So, the topic is, for another podcast we're doing, like a 20-minute segment. We're going to be doing on TikTok called What If and How Do You Know? So, pop it out for me, so ambitious.
What if and
How do you know?
What if and how do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like for instance, what if you never went to prison? How do you feel like your life now would have been? And
What
how
if,
do you know?
what if you never went to prison? Just
Yeah.
what if first?
Oh, I would have went to the military
How do you know?
because I had a recruiter when I got incarcerated or locked up for the charge. And if I had a new then, maybe they could have pardoned me and let me go on into the service. You know, I didn't know that then though.
Mm-hmm.
So
Had I knew that then, I probably could have, because you know I was a first time offender,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave me 15 years. So, yeah.
So how you think the outcome would have been if you would have went to the military?
I mean, I don't know, to be honest, because you know, it affect people differently. You know, on the other side of something similar to going to like the military, being in the service, doing something, I don't know. That's just like a person going to prison. I can't say what kind of dude you would end up being if you got 15, 20 years and you had to do that.
So on the path that you was going before, and let's say for instance, if military was not an option, where do you think you would have been?
Oh shit, dead or locked up for murder,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
So how do you know the military was going to change all of that?
Because there would have been an opportunity to get away from here.
You think you would have made some money out of that shit? Or you think you would, you know how
I could have exercised the benefits. You gotta understand, my father is a veteran. You know, he's a military veteran. I could have utilized the benefits and still could utilize benefits because I'm his only child around here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I could have learned, became a soldier because you know I like militancy anyway. You know, so I think I would have turned out to be a pretty good soldier. But it depends on the experiences that I would have had and what I would have had to do, that maybe how I would have turned out. Some people, like I say, they go through things being in the service and they don't be right. So who's to say that I might would have been one of them people that went off the ledge, or I might have would have came out a good soldier. Personally, myself, shit, I just think I'm the creme, the creme de la creme. So I'm gonna be the best at, whatever it is I'm striving to do. Even if I'm in a fucked up situation, I'm still gonna be at my best.
So what would any one of y'all think the best time to go to the military? Just say from 1930s to 2025. What part y'all would say the roughest time probably is? Where like the 70s and shit being like the heroin epidemic they was coming through with.
I feel like
Matter of fact, that was the crack epidemic. What was
that was
the heroin?
That was a heroin.
That was the heroin.
Mm-hmm.
And the other shit they was putting in their body too.
I feel like the military actually pushed a lot of those people to that because I feel like a lot of people couldn't cope with the things that they seen and the things they had to do. I think the military back then was probably worse than the military now. Now, people get drafted and they get stationary in Afghanistan and stuff, but from the people that I had spoken with that's in the military, it's not like it was back then. Back then, you was actually having to, see kids with bombs on them blow themselves up. You actually had to shoot kids because, other countries was using kids in war.
Yeah, they was still lighting their ass up around the other area though. Shit, like
Shit, it's like that now.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's not as bad now as it was. Well,
I don't know now. 'Cause they got new weapons now
perspective.
though. They got new weapons now, boy.
Yeah, but you still got down. It's real.
But see,
But
they
it just
didn't
depends
have.
on if you don't mind, see back then, you was more in the field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Being active.
Exactly.
Because it was about establishment of what we have now today.
It was actually active duty.
You get what I'm saying? So like when they sent you, yeah, you was going to be in combat. You know, shout out to my father, man. You know, he fought in one of them wars, man. It was the one after World War II. I think it was the Vietnam joint. You know, and that's what fucked up his foot, having him have to get like half his leg cut off and shit.
Word.
But I think
See,
a lot of things.
now we have therapy. We have a lot of different, resources to help them cope with everything that they've been through.
Right.
Back then, they didn't have that. So when they came home, they didn't have the same benefits that a lot of people have now. Back then, they probably get them like a little check when they come home, and when they come home, they got to figure it out. Now, when you get out the military now, you have resources. They pay for your tuition to go to school. They give you, you still get a monthly check. They wasn't giving that back to them back then. So it was difficult for them to be able to even survive after the military.
So if you grow up in, let's say you're born in like the late 50s or early 60s, if you grew up in the 70s, how would your life have been?
I don't know, man. I like looking back
Hold
at
on,
some
run
of
that
them-
shit again. Hey, Aunt Shirley.
If you grew up in, let's say you're born in like the late 50s or early 60s and grew up in the 70s, how you think your life would have been?
The late 60s, early 70s.
If you're born in the late 50s, because what I'm saying, you
You
got to
want
be
to
a
come up
teenager.
in the 60s and 70s?
I want you to be a teenager in
Yeah.
the 70s, a teenager to a grown man in the 70s.
Man, see, I think it was a
wrong.
vibe. Like they, like like when you looking at the movies of, like when they used to go to the juke joints and all that stuff back then, man, it was a vibe. But it was so much discipline back then.
All right, boom. And what is the questions of the topic? How we putting it? Because I want to say what and how I know.
Okay, what if you came up in the 70s? What would your life be right now, and what would you have accomplished?
Well, I most likely would have been a revolutionary. A part of some
Like Panther
revolutionary,
movement.
yeah, Panther movement, some type of, vanguard type of structure. What I would have established back then, brothers was into acres of land, so I would have liked to be in sharecropping, because back in that time that's what that was about. So I would have been one of the ones, in the South. We from South Carolina, that would have been getting into it with the Soviet Union and all them other people, but because of the sharecropping,
Right.
and been into business owning,
Would you have moved west or north? Or stayed in the South?
Well, I love being a country boy, so that's how I know my answer would be I would stay.
I would stay in the South.
I love being a country boy. Like I love to represent that.
See, the North is too cold for me.
Even when
I
I'm
can't
speaking
deal with the
educated,
cold.
they gotta understand he's a country boy. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's who we are.
How do you know you would have made it as a Panther, though? How you know they would
I
have
don't know if I would have made you somebody like to become one.
Yeah, how you know they would have let you in?
Oh shit, my integrity, my heart, and my pride, my spirit. Shit.
But you got to think,
You
a
know
lot of
what I'm
people got hating vibes, too, even back then.
True indeed, and they got protocols to for you to get down. I'm one of them ones. I felt like I would have been able to get down, and I would have been one of them real ones. I probably would have had my own chapter right here in South Carolina. Type shit.
Yeah, not for the baby.
I would have been a teacher
How you know?
because it's in me. Teaching is in me. So it's
What kind of
something-
teacher?
I would have actually been a school teacher.
What
Because
you
I
taught?
wouldn't have had the resources at the time to be able to be a psychiatrist. That would have been later on in life when I had the resources. But I would have been a teacher because it's something that I take enjoyment in doing. Yeah, it gets frustrating, but to be able to feel like you had accomplished to help somebody is something that I actually get excited about. I feel accomplished when I feel like I did something right, or when I felt like I did something helpful. I feel a sense of accomplishment. So if I'm teaching somebody something or I'm telling somebody something, they actually learning from it, then that gives me that sense of satisfaction.
So what if you had to fail as a teacher?
I wouldn't have.
What if you had it, though? How you know you wouldn't fail?
Because I wouldn't allow myself to fail. You got to think.
But growing up in the era of black teacher, how you know that you would have made, how you was cut out for it? And a lot of
because
racism.
it
going on.
wasn't. Because for one, you didn't really have too many black teachers back then, and then when you did have the black teachers back then, it wasn't like that. You know, they had their own schools, so it wasn't like you can go as a black teacher and teach in a white people's schools. So it was you didn't have a lot of black teachers, so you had selected few. There was no way to fail because you couldn't fail, because if you fail, not only you failing yourself, you failing the kids.
Yeah, true.
So you couldn't.
What if we never had presidents and governments? How y'all think life would be?
How you think
Honestly,
life would
I
be?
I'm gonna ask y'all these questions right
No,
quick.
you've been asking too many questions. You ain't gave us no answers.
Y'all ain't asked me nothing. But
All right, so I'm asking you that right there.
I think the world would have been a lot better without control in governments and shit.
Why?
Well, I think it would have been better because you could actually do what you wanted to. It would cut a lot of crimes down. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of crimes and shit would have been cut down. They got them people growing crops and all that shit. Stores, you ain't got to really have to go get nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got water that's free. You got food that's free. You can just go get it. You don't got to wait for somebody to damn produce it. Even though you probably have some lazy motherfuckers back then. Probably won't want to do that and go steal something. You just beat their ass and let it be. That's
But
I
how do
think.
you know that the government don't provide structure in some type of way?
I ain't seen none of them. They did. The only thing I see is the same as damn religion and everything else. The only thing I see is control. That's what I see from the jump, control. Appreciate them stars, bro.
Yeah, because I think government it provides structure
Why?
because structure just looks like to drive with your seatbelt on, not to be drinking and driving while you functioning in a vehicle. Right? That's structure, right? You know not to do that. That's a rule, right?
It's a rule.
You know what I'm saying? And if you break it, you know it's a consequence to it, right? So to me, that's what structure look like.
How can you be in control of somebody else's life to get them consequences?
Because I feel like
I
some
mean, that
people
we
don't.
get into this the establishment of who says you are the person of power. That's what you get into now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how can you tell me like I can't do what I want to
You
do?
want to overthrow this shit?
Let me live my life and like fuck it, let me do what I want to
But
do.
I think when you start letting certain people live their life and do what they want to do, it creates chaos.
That's how it
Not
creates
everybody
chaos from the
is
jump.
meant to do
When you
that.
put people in charge of power, just like when you got pharaohs in charge, you got kings in charge, you got presidents in charge. They started doing reckless shit. Back then, they were making people their footstool. They have you just really lay on the ground and walk over you, pick them up, and tell them where they was going to.
That was harsh.
If there's no order, there's chaos though.
With all this chaos, though.
Yeah, I mean
It's
they're
chaos
gonna
both ways.
chaos gonna exist. However, it's about the minimization of chaos. You know what I mean? It's just like within let's think about the first institution known to man. A family. The family unit, man, woman, and child, or children, is the first institution known to man. And in that, if you don't have order, what you have?
Shit, chaos or bullshit or nothing. I'll say nothing.
So, you got order provides structure, like Sis said. You know what I mean? And it's not when order becomes a point where it's controlling, then that shit up for debate type shit. Because who the fuck you trying to control?
If we didn't have this podcast, what do you think we'd be doing if we never met each other?
If we know,
Who want to go first?
I want you to go first.
Now, how far back we taking it?
Like we
No,
never met.
mean should go first. Cause mean, this is mean thought. Go first.
What I'll be doing?
Well, hold on. We're going to take it by step. If you didn't have this podcast, what would you be doing? Start there first.
Probably run a club or shooting videos.
Okay, now, if we never met each other.
Shooting videos. I still be doing the same stuff. Or I'll be in a club every week, just chilling. It's wasting money and time in my life. What about you?
Who, me or Rob?
You?
Rob?
Me.
Yeah, you, Rob.
Somehow being the moral voice to the people, whether it's through public speaking, motivational speaking, facilitating workshops, being engaged some way in the community with the fellas in the neighborhood, but also getting the actual visual caption of it.
I don't feel like we all being truthful about this.
You don't think so?
No, because I feel like we giving answers to the question that transpired after we met each other and after the podcast. I feel like
I was doing a video before the podcast.
I just feel like the answers that we given or after the podcast answer, I don't feel like nobody's been truthful about what they really feel like.
Why you don't feel like it?
Because I feel like the answers now, because of the podcast and because we met each other, we put ourselves in the position. Like, okay, not trying to discredit you or anything, but you said you would been doing videos. I didn't see the videos before the podcast. Or
Yeah, you
before.
didn't.
I said me.
Yeah.
I can't speak for nobody else. And then you said public speaking. I didn't see that version of you until after the podcast, and so I can't say I seen it before
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know. But,
We hadn't met each other.
right, but it just seemed like the answers that we are giving. Well, not me because I haven't got my answer yet. But I feel like the answers that y'all are giving are not like.
Is it of our character?
Yes,
Alright,
it's
so
it's the character of who y'all have become since
see
the
that's
podcast and meeting each other.
I see it. That's what.
I could've been still rapping too, you never know.
Hey, but check this out.
I knew you was a rapper. I knew that.
All right, so check it out. When you don't know someone and you meet them, if we never met, all right, so I'm speaking on what I was aspiring to do before I met y'all.
Okay.
So I was aspiring to do public speaking, motivational speaking, being a teacher or a hood prophet, a poet. You did what I'm saying? That type of thing. I was that type of guy when me and him met.
So do y'all feel like the podcast and meeting each other gave y'all the proper tools to be able to pursue y'all dreams?
Yeah, I was.
And it gave us the space to develop in that space, as being able to be that poet,
Right.
that public, that deep thought, that thinker, that
Gave
philosopher.
everybody a boost.
It gave you it gave us a platform to express each of us, in our own way, because we didn't come with the manual book how to do a podcast when we started. We just felt like shit, it's gonna work.
Gotcha.
And did we hang around each other a lot before podcasting?
Nah, we didn't at all.
I mean, one time I see you drugs as a motherfucking dog.
Stayed out of motherfucking steps.
He told me I can smoke a cigar house and she don't do that.
That
Appreciate the
was
start, Tina.
Because see, with me, I like my answer before the podcast and before I met everybody. I would probably still be working at the nursing home wiping ass. Let's just be honest about it. I would still be working at the nursing home wiping ass. I would still
You wouldn't be doing nothing else.
I wouldn't be this person I am now. I would not be, and I know that because of how in the environment I was around, the people I was around. I didn't have nobody around me that was pushing me to do better. So I would still be working at the nursing home wiping ass. I would still have been probably giving that nigga my whole paycheck. I would have been that person still doing that
you
same
would've been
shit.
still doing
Yes,
that.
I would. Because I could be
before
honest.
you saying before the podcast?
The podcast, before I connected with my brother, before everything, I would have been that same person wiping ass and giving that nigga my paycheck.
So is you talking about like you ain't talking about y'all been knowing each other forever?
I'm saying before
Someone
anything,
start being around you,
before
though.
I even start being around him, I was wiping ass, working 16 hours, giving away my
you was
paycheck to the
talking-
nigga I
you
was
was talking
with.
to a
Right.
dude at the time.
Yeah, so I would
Yeah.
have still been doing it because I didn't have that environment around me to make me want to do better because nobody around me was doing better. So I didn't know that there was better out here. So I would have still been doing the same thing. So I can't sit here and be like I would be doing my interior decorating. I would be doing real estate. Because I wouldn't have. I didn't know nothing about none of that. Only
She
thing
said
I
I
knew was
wouldn't.
wiping ass.
She said I wouldn't have.
But I would have been trying to do videos because I wanted to get into it because
Pull a shot of that. I like that.
the rapping. And
I mean, shit. I would have aspired to do that. What I would have been when you look at it like that, like when it comes to like
we don't know
that,
if we would have did it though.
You actually right. So I would have been working. I know I would have been working because I like to work. And at the time we met, I think I was at Michelin or something like that.
We working at Uniflex. Me and you was.
No, I'm talking about like hang around each other, start
Oh
podcasts.
yeah.
So that's so now you see why I said I felt like the answers was not because it was about like
That's my answer. I would have been rapping and trying to
You,
do
you, you
videos. I ain't
would
say I would
still
have made
probably,
it.
because you got to think about those years. What, you saying we wouldn't have did nothing in those years?
So they might would not let me shoot the videos. The reason why, because they ain't see the structure of the podcast and what I got going on. So I probably didn't.
Shit, I probably would have wrote a book. Because Tamara just had passed away like 2 months before we start podcasting.
Right.
What do you think that connected you to the most people in your life? Just what y'all said, the podcast connected y'all with a lot of people.
Definitely.
With a lot of people.
Yeah, say the podcast probably.
No, for me, it wouldn't be the podcast.
You
Because
talking
I
about
started.
like publicly?
I'm talking about for people to really fuck with y'all like they fuck
Oh,
with
the
y'all. now.
podcast. It was definitely the podcast for me because everybody had their own judgment of me or who they thought I was and what type of person they thought I was. So they
Because
judged
I
me.
don't know if people fuck with. I don't fuck with people like that though.
I'm just talking about, you know how people now they be like, what's going on, Raru, the guy? I mean, you know,
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
now you know how they.
People
Yeah,
actually-
they
do-
know me. They know me based on, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but they actually look at us.
Well, now they know
different.
us as Cold
Yeah,
Hot
they
Liquor
look
more
at
than
us
know our
different.
name now.
Yeah, because they didn't like Sis was saying. They didn't know the personalities of us. You know what I'm saying, before Cold Beer Hot Liquor. So a lot of credit comes to Cold Beer Hot Liquor because they got to see who we are. That's why we came like a television show to the people. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because it's something that you may want to watch. You might like what they talking about. You might not. You know what I mean? You might change the channel. You know what I mean? You might. You know what I mean? However, Cold Beer Hot Liquor made us the household names around here.
Right.
And yeah, I would say Cold Beer Hot Liquor is the thing that did that for me.
I would say
definitely
Facebook for me, regular Facebook. Just by me saying Cold Beer Hot Liquor, trash and all that. And then get them running the club and shit, then motherfuckers really got to know me. But half the people on Facebook, I ain't never met half of them.
See, for me, it'd
Yeah,
be
that's
the
a lot of
podcast.
people though, bro.
Yeah, it would be the podcast for me because I wasn't a popular person at all. So
Cold Beer.
why you laughing?
Yeah. You
What's
took it out my
funny?
mouth.
Like,
What
what
was
the
funny
hell
though?
is
The way you said it, because I kind of agree with you.
Popular. That's how she said it.
I
Popular.
ain't just that, I kind of agree with her. I don't think she was too popular then.
I wasn't a popular person. Like nobody really liked me. I mean, you got select a few people that like me now, but I have more people like me now than
I
did
appreciate
then.
Cold Beer Hot Liquor because I got to meet two good people.
Both of y'all, the words fucked up today. Both of y'all been saying shit. fucked
Yeah,
up.
and I had just took that shot, man. That thing still, it's burning a little
I
bit.
know, right? That hurt my
Yeah,
throat.
and I ain't
Damn.
even
Need
think
some
about
water.
Yeah, I didn't think about grabbing some water.
That's why,
I
you
know,
see
I
me,
got my wine.
that's why you see me drinking hell more water now. Shit.
I see you hitting that would make me think about it, bro.
But no, seriously, I feel like I wasn't a very liked person, you know, before the podcast. Like I wasn't
What
liked.
do you mean? Why you wasn't like?
Like they ain't like me. Like, it was so like a lot of people judged me based off of a lot of other shit that was going on around me, and they really didn't take the time to get to know me. But that was my fault because I was one of them ride for the team type people. So I ain't never asked questions whether the people around me was right or wrong. It didn't matter to me. They could have been wrong, but I'm still act like they was right. So I didn't have the sense of judgment at the time. So the podcast made me.
When you say judgment, what you mean?
I didn't have the sense enough to be like, okay, you know what, you wrong. That was fucked up. You wrong. My throat chopper wasn't working then.
Oh, okay.
So I would just sit back and be quiet. I ain't have the courage to tell people around me when they was wrong.
Yeah.
I sit there and agree and knew the shit was fucked up.
Oh, okay.
But I agree because I ain't want to lose nobody. I ain't want to lose friends. So I would agree.
Now do it bother you to lose friends?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Care about them damn people. Shit. If I lose you, you wasn't a friend. But I was to it. You wasn't a friend if I lose you.
Hey, appreciate that. Yeah.
So what's the worst place you done been to in your life? Like when you was like, man, that's a horrible place. It could be jail. It could be anywhere. Like you like, man, I don't want to be here and shit. None of that shit.
What the fuck? Take
Well,
a shot.
Yeah.
Because this ain't no NFL. Let's let you know Green Bay lost.
Who lost?
Don't
Talking about y'all?
Don't do that.
I did. I know I did.
Both of
Yeah,
y'all
we
did.
lost.
To the Panthers.
Who lost?
You know what I'm
Who
saying?
lost to Tampa.
Not Tampa.
Tampa.
Y'all seen a good team. That's how it be like that.
But anyway, what was the worst place?
I'm talking about like, I'm saying like, just say you go somewhere, you get like homesick off the top, like, God damn, what the fuck I come here? And to put you in the panic or the state place of mind.
Oh, it was in Washington for me. It was in Washington.
What was going on in Washington?
Man, I was this guy was dating. He was in the military and he was stationed in Washington, and I had moved up there with him, you know. And boy, I really found out a lot of shit about him while I was up there. And it put me in a very bad position, in a very bad place, because the things I was finding out and I wasn't able to get back home was very hurtful. So I didn't have nobody there to go through that with me. So it was.
What
more
car
like-
was that? Were you in the car?
I had a car.
Why you ain't driving home then?
He wouldn't let me. He wouldn't let me.
He was
So
on some control type shit.
yeah,
He wouldn't let you, or you listen to him?
I listened to him not let me.
Okay.
So it was a very harsh state to be in because I was going through so much and I was seeing so much bullshit that he was doing. Like, you not even coming home.
How old you are?
I was in my 20s. But you not even coming home and you living a whole double life. And I had no family, no support up there. And we was up there for 2.5
Appreciate them
years.
stars. Let's go.
So I had no family and no support.
Let's
up
go,
there to,
Tina.
know, be like, okay, I got you. So I had to call home and talk to my mama. I had to call, and I didn't even want to talk to my mama because I didn't want to hear that I told you so shit with her.
So you basically was in jail.
Pretty much.
Yeah, in captivity.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I knew she was going to be like, I told your dumb ass. I didn't want to hear that shit. I didn't want to hear none of it.
Hey, but you know what? Sometimes you need to hear that. You gotta have your. Well, you know that now.
Right.
You know, we should know that now. I want to hear.
So when she called, I would answer the phone like everything was all right, but she knew. She knew.
Yeah.
She know you was a dumbass.
She
and
knew.
That's that mama instinct.
Basically.
Intuition.
Yeah, and then finally she was like, come bring your ass home. And I brought my ass home. And that's all I needed was her to say come home. And I took my ass home. I drove my ass back down that goddamn road.
How you feel about it?
I ain't give a fuck how he felt.
What you do?
about it.
You took the car?
I took the car. It was in my damn name anyway.
You left him up there?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
he was
you
he
really
was
did.
in the military. He was good.
Yeah, you really didn't take it then, and that's fucked up to say. But
Yeah, he was in
What
my
about you, Rob?
what about that?
What's the worst place you know been at? Oh, let me say mine first. I'll ask the question. Worst place I've ever been at is my mind. Trapped in my mind. By letting other people, making sure everybody else happy, everybody else feel good, and putting everybody before myself, and loving too many people instead of myself, and giving and shit like that. So,
Who is that? Who is that?
what's happening, bro? What's happening, bro?
Oh, what's
So you
that?
said your mom? I definitely agree with you on that one. But,
I mean, we
but-
can all agree on
But,
that.
That's the worst place I've been at.
But like location wise, you know,
That's my location.
My worst.
oh, my location, if we was going that deep, would have been my insecurities.
Yeah, see, we're gonna do shit like that.
I want to
then-
take it on a deep level too.
Oh,
Alright.
mine would have been insecurities. Goddamn.
Put your brother some of that old cone over there. You don't mind.
I'm gonna let you go first, right? Then we'll talk about my insecurities.
What's happening, bro?
Congrats.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Damn, well.
So until you get back from
Yo,
doing what
yeah.
you was doing,
Handle your business.
mine will be my insecurities.
What's your insecurity?
My insecurities is just me, my weight, how I think I look. It's just like I have an image of how I want to look, but when I look at
What's
myself
up,
in
Peach?
the mirror, that's not how I feel like I look.
How you
No, you cutting off too much.
I know,
bro.
I know. I want to ask
Let
you.
her flow, bro. No, you gotta let her finish what she's saying.
I still
Let
need to
her
ask
let
the
her
question.
blossom.
That's
Let
why-
her blossom.
That's
Go
why I'm
ahead,
doing
sis.
with this. How you know I want to ask her right quick.
Come on,
Why she
man.
forget? So you said you got an image of how you want to look, how you think you look, how you think you look.
When you in the lounge, no, stop that shit, nigga. When you in that lounge, man, you keep that shit pee. You know what I'm saying? Don't be goddamn you feel me? Go back to what you were saying.
Is I have an image on how I want to look versus how I think I look.
Hey, Peter said you
When I
already know
look
what
in
time
the
it is.
mirror.
Paul, you already know what time.
What's
Peter.
going on,
Go me
Peaches?
some wine, Rod, because I'm not finna. I should have. You know what, Rod? Just go ahead and go. 'Cause
We gonna
I
keep
should've
it pink.
never With me, 'cause damn.
We gonna
No,
keep
I
it
want to know how you want to look. I want to know.
Hold
Go ahead.
you gotta let the story develop itself because this is the time for the story to
All right,
develop.
let's get
If
it.
you go deep, you gotta let that person get the mic
Well, let go.
and let her open up.
I just feel like
Let me know when to stop.
that's nuts. I just feel like
You got your shot, Paul?
I feel like naturally, if I take away the makeup and the lashes, I feel like naturally I'm not there. I feel like I'm not there. So I'm working
Bro, come on, man. You
I ain't
full of
saying
shit,
nothing. I'm letting her
man.
talk. It's funny.
You
Why is it
laughing,
funny
nigga.
though?
That's the way you sing.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's a brother reaction, but it's stupid though.
It's stupid, guys.
I didn't want to talk about it.
Fucking asshole.
Don't listen to you.
You's a fucking asshole. You listening, but you an asshole.
Let's get it. Cold Bill.
Hot liquor.
Not up for the bait.
Not for the bite. Not for the bite.
You been an asshole, man. If it's gonna be a safe space to speak,
There ain't
on
never
it.
a safe space over here.
With that nigga, cause he always on that Beavis
nothing
and
about this
he's a
podcast.
fucking Beavis and Butthead ass nigga,
ain't
man.
nothing about this podcast safe.
Oh, you full of shit.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
I just feel like I have this image on how I want to look versus how I look, and I just feel like my insecurities play a big part in
Damn it,
the
Tina.
worst place I
You
wanna
are
be.
beautiful. Shots up. You heard what she said.
Take your shot. Should that shot up?
Put me up, bro. Thank you, Tina.
She talking to you.
But yeah, I just and so that's why I'm starting my journey tomorrow.
I'm the bartender.
I'm starting my
You
journey
like one,
tomorrow when it comes to me rebranding myself. So I start that journey tomorrow, and I'm excited about it because
You
it's,
look like you work at Tremors. Go ahead.
Alright, that's dope.
y'all didn't take my shot.
That's okay to work at Trumpers, though, bro.
Y'all didn't
Don't
take
do
my
that.
No, she said you.
Yeah, I take one with you.
No,
sis.
she getting your part. She call you beautiful. Can't you?
No, but I take one with. Anyway.
Thank you, Tina.
What was the question again?
It don't even matter.
Cause that shit went deep. Oh yeah, what was the on the inside
You ain't finished yours. But go ahead.
it was a question. What was the question?
What was the worst location you ever say? Besides, even if your mind or in the location, what was the worst place you ever been at? To where you like, man, fuck this shit. To where you wanted to give up.
Neglection.
Speak on it.
Elaborate.
Shit, man, I did almost 14 years, bro. Ain't no motherfucking body come visit me. Ain't nobody send me birthday cards like that. You did what I'm saying? Like I made it through that through strangers. Motherfuckers I met when I got there. That's why I know it ain't about where you from, it's how you act when you get there.
So none of the homeboys you hung around before you went in, they ain't really look out for you, hit you up and up.
Nah, later years that happened.
When you got out, or while you was in?
While I was in bulk.
Okay.
Bulk. You know what I mean? Put some. My bad. Part myself. Put some respect on him. You know, bulk. You did what I'm saying. QZ. You know what I'm saying? My pops. Type shit. You know what I mean? But it just that without abandonment. That's a better word. Abandonment. You know what I mean? That was like, and I still deal with it.
I was gonna ask you, do you still deal with abandonment issues now?
Yeah.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny. He over here being vulnerable. And you ain't laughed not one time at his
He
shit.
ain't say that. It's how you
But
said
let
it.
me say,
Look what you said. How you said it. Talking about and I was thinking
Here
about
we
talking
go.
about I look like how talking about this. That's an image I want to look. Like what the hell's wrong with you, man? That's what you said.
I just think it's funny. He laugh at your shit not one time.
Listen what how you.
But he over here laughing at mine.
Listen what you said
I'm
though.
just fucking saying shit.
But how you want to look? You still ain't never tell us what you picture yourself looking like.
No.
We're talking about his abandonment issues.
Hey, yeah. Can I spill on that though? Like,
How you want to look?
me?
Man, we talking about his abandonment
Oh, go ahead.
issues. We talking about
Go
his
ahead.
abandonment. Go ahead about your abandonment issues.
Oh yeah, you just the dark place I would say that I was at and I never want to go back to is abandonment. You know, being abandoned, especially like because I'm a real devoted person when I'm devoted to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that I'm perfect, but I put my best foot
What
forward.
about the people you abandoned?
The people that I abandoned them because hurt people, and it's not cool. But hurt people. You did what I'm saying, and I abort the mission on some shit due to the fact that now I got commitment issues because of the abandonment issues. You did what I'm saying, and yeah, I have a commitment issue. I know that shit good for me, and I won't commit to it because, and then I'm dealing with not having the chance to just openly express myself or be free.
Why you said you don't have a chance? Or?
I say I haven't. Peace. Especially like when it comes to like dealing with women. You deal what I'm saying, but like I have had that because you know COVID, how they can provide that. You know what I'm saying in the fine print. You know what I'm talking about?
I've been waiting all night to get that.
But back to the question. What's name?
But you know what I mean? Like so I work on just
It's gonna
what.
fall. It's gonna fall. It's gonna fall.
Let me. What I work on now is the committing part and being more transparent and honest about my intentions in people's lives. So that's why like it's selective who I interact with. You know, I still got them go off road here and there, but shit,
Right.
it's 4-wheel drive. Why the fuck you still on the concrete when it's 4-wheel drive? I'll be like that sometimes, and I understand that, but that's why I like government because you know autonomy. You know what I mean? Being autonomous.
Right.
Being able to self-govern itself. So, you know, I fuck up, and it's good I have people like y'all that goddamn whoop, you say it how you say it to me. And I understand, because I know how to infer information. I know everything ain't literal, and I understand that goddamn you got to evaluate it, too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, certain little things, I understand, and I take it in, and I tweak myself, because I gotta reflect. But my thing is abandonment.
So how you want to look in your head? I want to say no. That's actually good. It's funny.
You say how I want to look?
How would you like? What would you do different to yourself? How would you want to look different? What would you do different to make yourself look?
He trying to make jokes.
No, I ain't trying to make jokes. Though. It's a good. What's the name? Because everybody.
I mean,
picture themselves in their head something else.
I ain't really never like measure myself like if I could change myself because I'm in love. I'm in love with what I am because all these years I've been living 40. You know what I'm saying? Years I've
You
been
don't feel
living.
like there's nothing about yourself you need to change.
You talking about like physically?
Yeah.
Not even the fact that your hair don't connect on your beard.
No.
Or taller.
All right, so you asked me if I could like edit myself. Would I edit myself?
Enhance.
Yeah.
Let's
Edit.
put like
Edit. Don't edit.
enhance.
Say edit.
Edit.
Yeah.
Edit myself.
But this moment of silence is awkward.
Yeah, cause I'm trying to. I don't got to the point where I accept me, and I ain't never fathomed the thought of thinking if I could change myself, how I would change myself.
So when
I'm just saying, you know, like especially like in the physical sense of who I am right now. If anything, it'll probably be like my teeth, and I ain't talking about veneers, but like being
Slow
able to.
whitening?
Huh?
No, I'm talking about you.
Yeah,
you
and
just do
to
a makeover.
have better take care of them. Cause I ain't doing nothing that's unnatural. So I just be like J. Cole with my cricket smile. Because I got into a lot of fights when I was young, and I got stole off. So you know it goddamn, you know what I mean?
I want to change my teeth too. I'll probably change my height. Probably change my stature too.
The only reason I changed my height is to play ball. And then that would go back to years when I was younger because I was good at playing ball, but I ain't tall.
Right.
You did what I'm saying? So like that's the only reason I want to change my
I
height.
change my baggy eyes. I change my goddamn crooked face from falling. I change a lot of shit.
Your what?
Crooked face from falling on some cold when I was little. I change all this shit. Make myself look a little different.
Oh yeah, I would change my eyebrows too. When I think about it, because I've been told like a million times I have fierce eyebrows. And
Maserati Rock, one of the hottest
with-
rappers
with-
in the
with-
motherfucking world.
like,
What's
with the
happening?
shades on. That's why I like to wear
My boy.
shades. And that's why I was dope when I met him. He wore shades, I wore shades, because it's Pete. But at the same time, it's like if I ain't smiling, my straight face is goddamn. Cause my eyebrows do that little. You know what I'm saying?
Unibrow.
Yeah, I had one of them when I was younger, but I'm just saying how they just naturally look like I'm on some serious shit. So I don't know how they would look, but I'm just saying I don't want people to think that I'm not approachable because of how my straight face is. Like how your straight face is to people that don't know you.
They say I got a resting bitch face.
Alright, so I don't know what it is for a guy, but I guess the grouch, the mean face, whatever the fuck it is. You feel me?
Well,
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I change. Like, would you still, if you could live somewhere else, what would you live at? What kind of car would you have?
If I live somewhere else,
Yeah, what kind of
well,
car?
definitely I'm gonna live on the water. And if I lived on the water, I'm probably driving something that's a sports car that's very fast. You dig what I'm saying?
Give me, hold on. I'll tell you what. Give me three things you would use if you like for your traveling. If you had this big ass mansion, and what place would you stay at? Let's take a shot too though.
I'm
Take
gonna
a shot
have.
since it's test car. We finna have all this shit.
I'm gonna have fast cars.
Let's take a shot.
At my mansion is definitely a fucking pool. The pool is some old fabulous type shit. Like it's very luxurious. You did. I'm tired of pouring troubles. I'll pour it in a minute. Hold on, cause
He gonna take a shot with us.
oh, I took mine.
You took a wine.
Same thing.
You talking about a shot of liquor? He can take a shot with us.
right.
I ain't got nothing to do with his big ass head over there taking a shot with that shit. He late.
See how one hand wash up, both hand wash face. You feel me? You got it. This gonna be
Cold
a fast
milk?
car. I like not for the bay. I like them tall ass, pretty ass palm trees that you see out in California and Florida. You did, so I'm gonna be living that type of lifestyle.
Where?
It don't matter.
Now pick somewhere like you wanted to live at.
Oh, St. Lucia.
Who?
St. Lucia.
Oh, okay.
You did what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're saying
Because
St.
the
No, I knew he wasn't saying
when
that.
them, huh?
He said you thought I was saying whatever.
Go
I know
ahead.
you weren't saying St. Louis.
No, St. Lucia.
I know what you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
know.
You know what I
what you're
mean?
saying.
And when I was in prison, I talked to a girl that was from St. Lucia, and I saw how beautiful. Like, I love it.
Shoot,
You know what I'm
gas.
saying? Huh?
You gas.
Yeah, it's gas. It's gas. It's beautiful. And I just fell in love with like the island, the tropical life. You did what I'm saying, and
That's
I
how I
could,
felt about Puerto Rico.
yeah, like, and then I could see me out there, flower shorts, goddamn, you feel me, glistening, cause the skin glow in the dark, but you don't think I'm neon though.
Shawana said Neverland, the air quality sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I see me living that type of lifestyle, having nice cars, a beautiful wife, type shit, and
You said you want to be in Puerto
I
Rico?
want to help humans.
You want to be in Puerto Rico?
Yes.
I want to be your blessing.
I want to be in Puerto Rico, and I'm not into like the very expensive cars. Just give me like my Lexus and my Audi.
What kind of Lexus though?
I don't know. I
Because
just
Audis is fast, but they
They're
luxurious.
expensive, too. You talking- them expensive cars you talking
Yeah,
about.
they luxury.
Yeah, they are, but like I'm not
They
with.
ain't fast as fuck.
But I love those. Like those are my two dream cars.
I might
So
be in 2024. Audi.
like let me get that, and let me get my husband,
A husband.
but his fine self.
What about a kid or two?
Oh, you ain't give me time to get that yet.
Okay.
So let me get my husband with his fine self, and our children, and and we just living it up. And see, when I went to Puerto Rico, I found a sense of peace.
How?
You been saying that.
How you find a sense of peace?
Like Puerto Rico is so different. Like it wasn't even.
What was the feeling for you?
I felt at peace. I felt like my mind and my body was finally at rest. And it's like I had a lot of epiphanies there. So
What you about to say?
A picnic or something? Shit.
I was not like that. But yeah, I really was at peace in Puerto Rico. Like I really learned a lot about myself in Puerto Rico. And I wish that when I learned that stuff about myself, I had actually took the time to apply it. But I was still allowing distractions to come into my life to stop me from applying who I found in Puerto Rico. But
Oh. Can you say that part right there again?
I wish I had took the time to apply myself instead of letting those distractions, hinder me from becoming the person that I was supposed to become when I left Puerto Rico. So
Wow.
Puerto Rico was dope. Like, the weather. It's just the historic stuff about Puerto Rico that I found out while I was down there. And, like when we was sightseeing, I want to go back because I felt like I wasn't there long enough to actually explore the way I wanted to. So I definitely want to go back to Puerto Rico, but At first, I thought New Orleans was home for me,
That's what ooh.
but it's not. New Orleans is not my home.
What y'all like so much about New Orleans?
When the first time I went to New Orleans, not the second time, but the first time I went,
I ain't figured it out yet.
it was like the culture. I think I was culture struck. I think that's what it was.
That's what I may be looking for.
I was culture struck.
I'm
But I like
First time
witches
I
and
went.
vampires and
So, and you get that. In
You
New
know what I'm
Orleans.
saying?
I
Right.
don't get too much fun
You
in New
get
Orleans.
that in New Orleans.
but I like witches and vampires. I like people that work magic. I like
Right.
that. I'm attracted to that. You know, so like and that it gives me that. Even when I was there and we didn't have contact with it, it's like being there. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah,
I'm
but
trying to figure it
even
out.
with that, all of that is not good.
It may not be good.
Yeah, it's not good. So
Maybe I ain't good.
So I used to feel like New Orleans was home for me, but it's not. New Orleans is not home for me. I feel
Maybe
like
clouds.
if I feel like New Orleans is probably more of a bondage for me now.
That's supposed to be the floor.
Hey, you ever watched the originals?
I love the originals.
All right.
I love the originals.
Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf?
Vampire.
What about you?
I don't know. That
And I'm a day and night
I want
walker.
to be this big wolf, right?
You want to know why I'm being
yeah,
a day and
but,
night walker?
what if they didn't have their daylight rings?
You could be like
What if they
Blade.
didn't have their daylight rings? Because I know what you're talking about. On the originals, they had daylight rings so they can walk in the daytime.
Shit, Blade.
No,
can walk.
I'm just saying that you have some vampires that are day and night walkers.
What's the ugliest vampire?
You know what I'm saying? Not even just
The
with
ugliest one?
not with the boy. It's a lot of
It's a lot of them. For real, seriously.
You ever seen a movie called goddamn what's that motherfucker called? No, not Dusty
I
Dawn.
love
Them
that.
vampires.
Yeah,
watch that
Them
the
girls
other
are
day,
fine,
bro.
boy. That-
Not
Yeah,
just
you
now.
talking about
It's called like the Night Flyer. Some was an ugly ass guy. Nosferatu was ugly ass.
Summer
vampire.
Hayek. That's her name.
I think Aaliyah was a pretty vampire.
Oh, Aaliyah is beautiful.
Lestat was too.
Nicole said last time she went to New Orleans,
What
she had a bad experience,
What they played on?
weird experience.
What,
What was the
Lestat?
experience?
It probably
It was
wasn't weird.
on the one with Aaliyah. Lestat
I
was
ain't-
the white dude. that,
Dusty Dawn. That's the best vampire movie besides Sinners.
Alright.
Yeah, his name was.
So I
Lestat.
ain't know.
What y'all got? Dusty
I
Dawn.
thought you were talking about another woman when you
No,
said it.
Lestat. It was the man.
I ain't
the
know.
singer dude.
You can't really call Simmons a vampire.
Shit.
Yeah. That's definitely
Sinners
what
was
it
definitely
is.
a vampire.
Straight
movie.
vampire.
That's what
It
it was
was a
about.
vampire movie.
And when I watched it, I just recently watched it.
But you-
I didn't even know that's what it was about.
But part,
In
you
witches.
gotta think about this though. At the end of the day though, like it's not. You can't even say just a vampire movie. Like it's so much stuff that you can pick up from that movie.
I mean, there's a lot
Like, you know
of
what
there's
I'm
a lot of
saying? Like,
historical
it's-
value
you feel me?
behind
There's
the movie.
It's so much
but
other stuff.
yeah, it
It's
is.
initiated.
It's
But
just
it's-
to put it just
Right.
in one box. You know what I mean? Like it's so much stuff that transpired in that whole
Facts.
movie.
Facts.
You feel me? Like
That's the
subliminal
dominant
was like on
best too.
some real shit.
I think
Facts.
that's the dome is.
Facts.
That's more funny.
Vampire in
Somebody-
Brooklyn.
Vampire in
funny.
Brooklyn.
Man, that shit-
I mean, but that's our boy Eddie too.
You feel me? That was
I'm talking about like something that's gonna get you like some real shit, like horror, like Dusty Dawn. You know these two niggas done went into this place,
Oh
robbed,
yeah.
shot
I
shit
just
up.
watched that shit like
Right.
2 days
I ain't
ago.
never watched that shit in my life.
Man,
But
that
the
shit
originals though
What?
was different.
Originals is
But in
the
order-
best
yeah.
vampire
You know what,
shit.
Dustin, no?
But in order to understand
and-
originals,
tell
you
me.
gotta go back to Vampire Diaries.
And facts and Supernatural.
10 out of 10.
The Legacy.
Yeah, all that right there.
Yeah.
But originals, that shit gas.
Cause Klaus.
The
But
clouds.
I can understand why he daggered his family now. Dealing with y'all too.
What y'all think about Michael?
but
What y'all
like,
think about
when you really look at it?
I
And
mean,
you,
cause they was always doing something.
but the thing
Okay,
is,
y'all
bro, them shits-
wrap this shit up with
I-
the original shit.
No. Let me ask you a question right quick.
Go ahead.
And
ain't
that's
never
why
seen-
it didn't work.
He ain't never seen it, so he wouldn't know.
No, he wouldn't, because if he watched it, he would take it and be like, oh, this is me and this is Rod. This is got this.
Exactly. Because you got
Rebecca?
Ben. Why I gotta be Rebecca?
Because she's
Because
that
she was
girl.
always.
She's that girl though.
Yeah.
She's
Nicole said
that
when she
girl
went to
though.
Bourbon Street.
In that situation, that's what it is.
I think I'm a
backwards.
Rebecca.
What was backwards
because
about
of
it?
Freya.
Freya.
Freya
Yeah.
was boy, she was ruthless.
Yeah.
She was.
Damn,
Yeah,
goofball.
yeah.
Y'all made me forget off what I said.
Why we got this
Hey,
goofball?
but bro, you made me forget
That's
what I was
what
about
call
to
it. What's his name? The black dude, that Rebecca.
Goofball. What did I say?
say.
What's his name?
Motherfuckers.
It's over M. I can't
Let
never
me take this
remember his
microphone
name.
off so y'all don't hear me pissing on the thing.
I can't never remember his name. But anyway, definitely was dope. I like, but you really do got to go back and watch Vampire Diaries to actually get the full understanding on their originals.
Facts.
Because, and then even if you want to take it to the legacy, you got to watch the originals to get the understanding of how Hope came along.
Yeah. And Hope was a bad mother, but I
Hope
need
was
to
bad.
I need to start watching
She was
Legacy
bad.
though.
Legacy was good.
Yeah.
It definitely was. I hate because they, took it off though. Because that was my show.
I now so what if it was a world like that? What side would you think you would be on?
I would be a hybrid.
So
I
y'all,
would want to be a hybrid.
so right, you said you didn't really pay attention to the storyline about how Freddy Krueger was a goddamn child rapist and shit.
No.
Freddie. That's one of the main things. That's why he got burned alive.
Yeah, the kids and shit. He was
Maybe I just ain't seen the original because I've been watching Freddy for a long time. What you
Alright,
want
so
to
check
say?
this out. This is a quick little story. This how it happened. So he was touching on the little kid and shit. It was like a janitor or some shit up there.
He working
And
at
they got a movie about it though,
Yeah, he
right?
was working at the.
Yeah.
Facts.
all of them.
I
about that.
just had
He was
all the movies about
Yeah,
it.
he working at
Yeah,
Boiler
he was
Room.
working at a
So
Boiler
that's why the
Room.
kids.
That's why when you see people spawn in the dream.
So you saying Nightmare on Elm Street is
It's a
about
true story.
facts.
It's basically like a true story.
Uh-huh.
It's based off another character, like Michael Myers. Everybody think he just a nigga that keep coming back. You got to think he's possessed. He also saw Halloween 3, what Season of the Witch, where they put them pumpkins on their head, and it's a TV show where they really doing a ritual.
Right.
So when they put the mask on him from the jump, he was little. He got possessed by something. So that's why he keep coming back, because he possessed by something.
Oh, which one?
Michael
Michael
Myers.
Myers or
Michael
Jason?
Myers.
Michael Myers. So he possessed by whatever entity that came to him. So
That nigga come through Anderson, boy. We'll finish him.
No, we won't.
You can't. No, they done killed him.
Bro, we'll finish that nigga, bro.
No, we won't.
Y'all tripping, man.
We won't.
So you saying he'll
yeah,
kill the whole
it was
season?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, that nigga would not.
Yeah, because see, he
Yes, he
possessed.
will.
He possessed by a witch doctor.
It don't
shit.
matter. Cut his
Man.
head off.
You can't.
You can't. You
If you
cannot.
do it,
You can cut the head off.
because see, he's like you couldn't
That
Jason
don't
head off
work for
coming
everybody.
back because he got damn. There's some type of witch doctor, like you said, like a witch doctor put some shit on him, so he put the mask on. It fucked him up. Like you see, like I said, Jason Goes to Hell. Y'all remember that one?
Yeah.
When they got the possession with that goddamn parasite keep getting in them.
But what about that Jeepers Creepers? Because that was based off of the Pew stories.
Hey, well,
Yeah, I know.
I was talking to this girl
Okay.
from Dakota one time.
Ain't
Right?
that their name? The Pew?
I don't know.
No, that's you talking about Chainsaw Massacre. The
No,
Hewitt
that
family.
was the Pew. That was the Depew family that had seen that van. You remember?
Oh,
the
yeah,
man?
yeah, that's like
yeah.
that,
it was
yeah.
the man that had killed his wife and
what
his family.
their
and stuff.
location was,
It was Jeepers Creepers was based off of the Depew family.
and where they were located at.
I can't remember that.
All right, so check this out, right? Check this out, right? Huh?
The Hewitt family, that's Texas Chainsaw Man, yeah, the Hewitt family, but
Hey,
you
but
talking
I'm
the
saying
Pew family.
about that Jeepy Creeper motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Like I literally was kicking it, chilling, you know what I'm saying, in my spot with a girl that I used to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Long
What she
time
had,
ago.
the way you did it when she was shaped up good or something? When you did
Nah, it's just developing my story about how like I'm watching this movie and we chilling, and she was like, "Yo, that right there is this back home where I'm from, but she's from Dakota. I think it's South Dakota. You did what I'm saying?" And I thought she was lying. She was like, "I called my mom right now." She called her mom. Mama had a whole folklore about this goddamn motherfucker, but she said, you know, they tweaked it in the movie to make it seem like it was more than what it was. But it was a thing in South Dakota that was motherfucking doing that shit to people on Jeepers Creepers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
it's a dude that was doing this shit. He when
But
they
it
rolled
wasn't
past,
just the dude though, bro. It can't be just the dude doing it.
But that on the what it was discovered from was the Depew family, and they had seen,
Where they from?
I can't remember where it was located at, but
Depew. I'm finna
yeah,
find out how you spell
it was the Depew family.
How you
And
spell
what
it?
happened was it was a wife and a husband. And on the last Jeepers
He was
Creepers,
throwing
they talked
everything-
about it, didn't they?
that was different. They fucked that Jeepers Creepers up.
Yeah, but on the
what you
last Jeepers
talking
Creepers,
about,
they
though,
went back to it.
He was like throwing her bike down this like church fieldway.
Right,
down,
exactly.
And they started from that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
it
the
was
thing
the
that's
Depew
bringing him
family.
back to
Michigan.
It was in Michigan. Yeah, I knew, but see, that's what they based the Jeepers Creepers off of.
But the thing that's bringing him back alive, don't nobody know what it is. Whatever on the back is.
Dennis Depew.
Yeah, Dennis Depew. That's who it was.
A lot of that shit. What y'all think about Puppet Master back in the day? What kind of magic that was? Would y'all say witchcraft or voodoo?
What?
Puppet Master. I know you remember Puppet Master.
I say that was I don't know. That might have been witch. I don't know. That might have been voodoo.
It was something. Yeah,
It
them
was
puppets fucking
something.
shit up.
It was definitely something.
Cause I know Tales from the Hood was straight voodoo.
I mean, it just depends on like you
You
got,
can use both of them, like when they did weapons. You can use
you can do both.
You got hoodoo and voodoo.
and witchcraft,
And witchcraft.
Yeah.
but it's all really all
I mean,
together. though.
technically, hoodoo and voodoo is the same thing. It's just it's
Yeah,
a different
it's-
name for it.
It's
It's
different.
something. It's a little different
It's
stuff
different.
they use for it. Like a lot of them use headless chickens and shit for certain type of shit.
I'm traditional one night.
Listen to
It's
it. That's what I'm
definitely
saying.
different.
That's like speaking Spanish. You speaking informal or formal? What you speaking? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's actually the same thing, though.
They're different shit.
It just depending on location and how you say it.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like English,
we speak English, the English language. You feel me? But it's dialect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a lot of
we
people
speak
think it's
slang,
a lot of people think we speak broken English.
but it's still English. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It's
you
like
go
a
other
genre
places,
of
like you go other
English.
places, like you go to
Like a genre.
England, they got a
So
different
voodoo
English.
is quote unquote a genre of voodoo.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, we're not saying it's not. We're just saying it's different. It's a little different. It's more to it than
And
than
then
voodoo.
witchcraft.
You got that hoodoo, you got that voodoo. You know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
about to ask you to spit no bars.
Why you
I'm just
think they
saying,
was
just
burning?
like you got Spanish, then you got Hispanic, but it's all the same thing. Like a person will be like, I'm Hispanic. Hispanic is a language. It's
But the
not
real,
a
a real
nationality.
Hispanic don't let you call them that shit. They're like, nah, I'm Spanish.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And then when you say Spanish, that's still a language.
Just like in New
So
Orleans,
who
they
are
like-
you? If I wouldn't be like I'm English because I speak English. I ain't gonna say I'm Spanish
I'm from
because I
England.
speak Spanish.
I'm from
I ain't gonna say I'm
England.
Hispanic because I speak Spanish. You get what I'm saying? Hispanic is not a nationality. It's not an ethnicity. Let me say it like that.
It really ain't.
Not for the bait.
But Spanish.
It's not an ethnicity
Unless,
though.
if you from Spain, you know what I'm saying. You could. I have heard people say that.
How they know that's even Spanish? Cause what's
They would say Spaniard.
Christopher Columbus Italian,
should.
right?
They should say
He's
Spaniard.
Italian, right?
Italian.
But he the one said he started Spanish,
Yeah.
right? So what would they
You know,
do?
American people, it's a melting pot over here.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I'm
you know,
saying
y'all
with
fucked
Christopher,
up.
with Christopher Columbus coming from Italy, right? But they were calling him the Spaniards, right? But he was an Italian. So what language they really speaking?
Spanish.
But what Spanish though? If you an Italian, right? And he said that was his language, the Spaniards. He would come over there with that. What's the Italian language then? What are you really speaking of?
Talking about like the Italian wise.
Yeah, you know they got their own language too. But he said he was a Spaniard. You know what I'm saying? But he was really an Italian motherfucker. So there's a lot of stuff be mixed in with that shit.
I mean,
that we
you
really
know
don't
how
what's
it
going
is.
on.
Like some people, like my mama says she's from West Side, but I'm saying I'm from East Side.
Nah, that's totally different from what I'm
Cause
saying.
that's where I jumped off the porch and type shit.
But if you an Italian dude, you come up here and start talking to these people that's in Spain or whatever, the Spaniards.
They say he has some Spain in him though.
Yeah, he was from Italy though, like coming over there to start speaking their language. Like
They say it was
how-
a combination. Say he had some black in him too.
Yeah, I'm just wondering though, how did he really come over there to really get all these people to follow behind him and speak in a language, if he ever existed for real?
So it's just like a serpent.
We don't even know if he existed for real.
Check this out on the D level. It's like a serpent or a wolf in sheep clothing. What it do? It infiltrate, right? And it learn the language that you speak, and it appeal to your interests until it manipulates you and deceive you and lie to you and trick you for however long it does it. So it's kind of like the same thing.
But you go right
Just
over
like
there
they
and
say he
just-
found America, which he really didn't. He
never-
personally
he really-
never came over here.
It really ain't say he found. It say he just discovered there was people on America land.
Yeah.
basically. But they just put this shit in another.
So they say shit.
The
Some,
common
it's
color
like
native.
how you know, what if and how do you know? Cause like how you know that this motherfucker was this?
Right.
'Cause
You remember the crazy thing about the
Could've been
vampire
some
thing,
ass
man?
motherfucker.
On that sentence, like when they he was saying the name of Jesus or whatever. He was like, "We tried that a long time ago." The
Yeah.
Irish, we tried it a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah, that shit
ain't
don't
work.
work. Well, let me not say.
Because now the reason why, see, a lot of people get it twisted on what they're working. Like the thing was, Jesus supposed to come and save you spiritually, not physically. That's what the whole thing about. It's supposed to come and save your soul, not like when you be like, "Boy, Jesus need to give me his money and all this stuff like that." But see, it could go work both ways. Like you got them like what's the woman that got killed? Talking about she rebuked you in the name of Jesus. They still police shot in the
Oh
head.
yeah, that would say that.
She was saying that, but then you got another person like Jesus favor me. He might hit the lottery and say shit happen like that.
Somebody hit the lottery in South Carolina for $2.5 million.
Who gave it to him, boo?
I don't know. What?
So what you think about Buddha? Like when they said the thing he said about meditation, like a lot of shit you be watching quotes and shit on Facebook or Instagram. Half of the people don't even be really speaking them quotes for real like you think they do. People put their quotes up there and they'll say that they said it. How the fuck a lot of people know that Buddha said a lot of the stuff he said when you ain't been around? Like who was actually standing on that mountain, Mount Sinai or wherever, when Jesus and Satan who was standing right there? Who stood right there to record that conversation to write it down? Like seriously. Who y'all think was standing right there, like behind the tree, like let me see what they saying right here. Like note everything that they said and then write this thing out. Well, what was that in? Was that in the Torah? Or the new
It was in the Torah.
I don't know if it was in the Torah.
It was in the Torah.
So that was in the Torah. So Moses wrote the 5 books, right? The Torah. So he stand behind a tree, whatever they wrote in, a stone or whatever, and wrote down everything that Jesus and Satan said at the time. Like who delivered this?
He didn't even live in the time they lived. When you think about it.
But I'm saying when they were standing, I'm saying though when they were standing there talking though.
I'm just saying. Moses in the Old Testament, he lived before the time of Jesus, but you know.
I'm just wondering like who was right there writing this down and like put it out.
Some things is
So
like,
hold on, let me get it
Or did
right.
Jesus
it's like an autobiography
So
too.
they was behind the tree?
So Moses hid behind the tree or just took notes. Think about it like what did you write all
Yeah,
this
he
down?
saw him through the burning bush.
Yeah, you wrote this whole conversation down that they was doing. and then you got okay, just so you got Islam, right? So somebody actually watched Muhammad fly on a horse and cut the moon in half, and that's how you get the
crescent moon.
Crescent moon. So who actually watched? So everybody sit there and watch them do it? Like, what time did you do this? Like, you can see this moon most of the time on certain places you can't. So who actually recorded all this stuff? Like, seriously, think about all this stuff. Like,
It's like that walk on water shit.
yeah.
Nicole said me, please.
But it's the truth, right or wrong though. I'm saying like, okay.
It's the same thing.
So the 3 people in the burning in the furnace, who was all there to watch them in there? Like, so a king and put them in there.
It's just like some people call Jesus God. So if Jesus was God, how is it when he was getting baptized, this guy would say, "This is my son." So who they talking to him with this guy? I mean, it's still the same way.
There's just a lot of crazy stuff that be rolled down. Like, okay, let's say Jonas in the well. So everybody watched them go in the well. They stood there 3, so the well never moved. He never went swimming or nothing. I don't get it. So what? He crawl inside the well and die? Like, where the well go to?
Hey, now, what I can say is about something I said earlier, right?
No, answer that right. You be on some shit real quick before you say it.
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead.
on some shit. Right now, it's the LIE, Literal Inferential Evaluator.
The lie.
And, yeah, the lie. And you're looking at it in a literal sense, but when you understand how we wrote back then, this is why you understand when they say read between the lines. Like,
Yeah,
old
because
folks-
allegorical story. What you saying? bro?
allegorical story. So when you look at certain things from a literal perspective, it'll have you saying what you saying now.
But why would
when
you look at it like
from why would you look at it from an allegorical sense? It's like you said, what is the worst location we done been a while ago?
Yeah.
And you wasn't talking about a place. You was more so talking about a thing that exists inside of us.
Yeah.
So it was allegorical, or it wasn't in the literal sense. It would have been in the I'll take a shot.
See, Shawana said we got to check the Bible for original language.
But,
What's the original language?
Hebrew,
How we know?
because you got translators.
I'm saying, but how we know though? They didn't
Because
translate anything.
if it was a disaster that went on right now, what we know is gonna happen.
We still ain't gonna know who.
Somebody
who
gonna
did it.
live to tell the story, right?
This ain't nobody didn't record this though. This podcast right here, we here talking it. Both of them two go spread one and spread the other. And then like the language they were speaking was Spanish. He be like they were speaking English. Then you gotta try to figure out which one it really was.
Yeah.
So you really
Some
don't be
people gonna
knowing.
believe him, some people gonna believe him.
Then the whole story gonna get put out there like goddamn. So they're like, well, who's right there with?
But
them?
it's their portion of truth though.
Yeah, they.
It's about how they take it within
That's how you
itself.
take it. Like
Right.
Yeah, it's
everybody
how
can
you
go
take
change the story. Like I could go change. Whoever watched this podcast can all go change the story and flip it around to make it seem like everything more than what it is.
Right.
But when we speaking on what you said about allegorical stories and shit, why come you would believe that though? Like, what would give you the sense in your mind to be like, damn, this dude lived in the well for 3 damn days and came back?
Some of us believe it because it was passed down to us from generation
It don't
to
matter though.
generation.
What if I come and told y'all that? Like I like y'all be like, why you been on the podcast for the last? Why you didn't do the podcast Wednesday? I said, man, I went in the well for 3
I ain't
days.
gonna believe you.
And I'm gonna ask you what.
I ain't
When
gonna
you
believe
say
you.
a well, what you mean?
I'm like a real well. I went inside a real well.
And guess what I'm gonna tell you? Inside a real well, bro, you lying, you tripping.
Yeah, I ain't
you
gonna believe it.
You ain't did that for
But
real.
see, okay, now all they're saying is right here, and then
I don't think Jonas did that for
But
real.
what?
Like,
But they
in
gonna
real
say,
people
but
like.
they wrote whoever put that out there. And Jonas said it. Everybody gonna say that it was true.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's
person-
why I'm talking about the
But
LIE.
yeah, but
that
that's
people
because-
taking it literal.
But,
Right.
but they know me though. They don't know nothing about this, and they say everything. Everything ain't nothing new under the sun.
But it's some people that
But it
do
is.
Jonas too, though.
Because that was passed down from generation to generation, so you was taught.
So y'all don't believe that's why I've been for the last couple
No, I
days.
No, but what I'm saying
Why?
is that it's the belief.
Because
in,
some of us
it's-
got sense, common sense now.
No,
Check this out. It's also interpretation too, right? Like people,
He was not in no damn way.
when you train someone, this is what preachers do. They train you to interpret the Bible a certain type of way until you grow up and you put away the childish thoughts about that Bible, and now you think as a grown man or a woman.
But the people,
you did
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
pastors still say the same shit too though.
That was in the Bible, and I stole it.
I see the way you did.
Yeah,
I see
for
you
sure.
doing
But
that.
what I'm saying is that like they hand feed you, breastfeed you.
That's bird feed, really bird feed.
The interpretation of what they want you to think of. You did what I'm saying, but really, like it never said in the Bible that Jesus died on the cross for your sin. But we can say Jesus died because he thought it was not robbery to equate himself with God.
What do it speak a lot about Jesus teaching religion?
Nowhere. You did what I'm saying. And he taught that the kingdom of God was within you. And he said that he who need to go to the Father must come through me. Because he is I and I is he. And these people stoned him. They killed him. They knew a known criminal, Barnabas, who they chose Jesus to be killed before Barnabas be convicted. You did what I'm saying? So they killed him for professing that he was the God. Then years later, years after they made all these stories, we see him talk about, oh, Paul seen him and Peter and John and all these motherfuckers don't, even Moses talked about him, and Moses was a time before him. However, you did, like, you gotta grow up out of Santa Claus is coming at the end of the year. And
grow
real
up or grow out?
both grow up and out. You know, like grow up then out. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta grow up spiritually to understand that these people said the world was gonna end in 2001
I was
or
waiting on
2000.
In 1999, I watched
2000. It was 2000. They don't
Why
say
she
this and
very
that this person's supposed to come back. It's been 2,000 years, and y'all
Yeah, it
thinking
was
this
99
person's supposed to
locked
come
up,
back.
yeah.
Y'all literally think it's supposed to be some thriller shit. Like this is what people thinking.
They really believe it though, yeah.
Yeah, they really believe that, and this is what make you slave minded.
But that goes back to what I was saying. It was passed down from generation to generation.
Facts.
So if you
That's
don't
generational curse.
yeah, but if you don't got the sense enough to have the ability to learn on your own, you're not gonna know. You're gonna believe it. So you're gonna listen. You're gonna take heed to everything that your great grandparents taught you.
So what's the difference with this thing? I'm a pastor, right? Which I am, and I'm just sitting here.
Who said that?
Like I said, so I'm just sitting here, right? And I judge y'all because y'all sitting here drinking. I'm sitting here talking to y'all. But then Jesus, they say Jesus hung around what? Murderers, thieves.
He said all before me was robbers and thieves.
Yeah, all these homeboys were got there. They was doing all that shit with them.
For everybody, huh?
So what make other people different? I ain't been around you a drunk. You this, you that. But that's how people don't follow for real. That's how they be saying they so afraid of this, afraid of that. But they do so. They used to do all type of bullshit every
But
day.
then they also say that God didn't judge. So,
Hey, but
people judge every day.
them type of people right there is like in a situation where God, when he spoke and he said, he without sin cast the first stone. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people they base their everyday existence off being judgmental. Now ain't nothing wrong with having your preference and what you like, what you prefer, etc. and so on.
But it's only because it doesn't align with what they want. The version of you don't align with how they want you to align with them. So when it doesn't align with them, then that's when they start becoming judgmental. So that's when your drinking becomes a problem. Your non-religion becomes a problem. That's when everything becomes a problem because you doesn't align with the person that they want you to be for them. And that's where the issue come in at.
And then
And
say
that
y'all
can
not
be
equally
selfish.
yoked. That's what's
Right,
selfish.
exactly.
Why y'all think it took like two of the main things out the Bible, like the Book of Jubilee and the Book of Enoch. Why y'all think they took them out of the?
Because it would have told you that the Bible,
It's the truth.
the original people was black folks, for one. Them were not white folks. Adam and Eve is not white folks. And you can call what I'm talking about right now whatever you want to call it. I do not care. However, it would have let you know that the serpent was actually a human with snake ways. This is why we talk about snakes now today. You did what I'm saying. We would have understood that the black man is the original man. You did what I'm saying, and the black woman is the original woman. And y'all can add on whatever y'all
Yeah,
want.
but ain't it easier for them to take it out because it takes away the truth?
But they took out more than that though. It's like took out like what 30 something,
Yeah.
cause actually 66 in the Bible right now, right? So it usually be like 80. It's 80 something, maybe 80 something. They took out, but them the main two they took out. They didn't want to read about the Book of Jubilee, but what's that? Ethiopia still had that Bible with all of it in there.
The
But that's the
Egyptian
Orthodox
Book of the
Christian.
Dead coming
That-
forth by
Book
day.
before coming?
Yeah, that's the dead. That's
coming
just the,
forth by day.
Yeah,
not
the
the,
Egyptian
I ain't-
Book of the Dead.
no, not the Dead Sea Scrolls. I'm talking about.
No, not the Dead
I'm
Sea
talking
Scrolls.
about
That's
the
the
Book of
Sea Scrolls is the same thing as
The Book of Forthcoming.
It's the same thing.
I'm talking about the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
That's
When
the
they
Dead
get
Sea
to come
Scrolls.
So
with-
I thought that was the Book
No,
of
that ain't the
Forthcoming.
Yes, it is.
No,
Okay, so which
That's
one
it,
is
they
the
put
Book
the
of
Dead-
Forthcoming?
That's it.
That
What the
same
Dead
one you
Sea
talking
Scroll
about?
talk about?
They put everything in there with it, with the what you call it, with the
You know the story of the Virgin Mary and all that right there?
They got that in all type of places though. You even got that with the Mithra dude over there in India.
Yeah,
And,
but where the cradle of civilization at?
Africa. That's what they
What
say.
about location?
Kemet,
Kemet is
Nubia,
Egypt, right?
Nubia, yeah.
So we have a book called the Egyptian Book of the Dead coming forth by day. And then there's the original story of all these
that's the Dead
allegories.
Sea Scrolls though too.
Hold on. Corey said that it sounds like y'all talking about the Bible. Love to hear discuss about the word. Christ is real and he's coming back for sure. How y'all feel about that?
Coming back, what you mean like coming back? Like this gonna come in the sky coming back, or just come back for your soul when you die?
What I gotta say about that is
Like coming back, I'm asking him like I'm asking. This
yeah, but
question.
I got something to say about what he said.
even with the
he
Christ,
said Christ is real and he's coming back.
Christ ain't never left.
Christ is a title.
It's in you. It's in you. Ain't never. Christ never left.
It's an anointing. You understand me? Like, so there are many Christs. You did. So when Christ come back is when you come anointed and aligned with your divine self and understand the teachings of what this man that you believe in was talking about. That in order to get to the kingdom of heaven, you have to go through him. And to go through him, he taught you that the kingdom of heaven was in you like a mustard seed. But you have to be a farmer and a harvester to be able to water or put wisdom and experience on that seed in order for it to grow into an understanding.
When did Christ say he was coming back physically? Like what verse did he say that?
See, and that's what people ignorant at. And I hate to say that to people, but I don't hate to say that to people. So sorry, not sorry. However, Christ will come back in the sense of anointment. Christ is a consciousness. It's a state of awareness, awakening. Because Jesus even had to go to Kemet. Didn't Joseph and Mary flee and went to Kemet, a.k.a. Egypt? And when he came back, the boy wasn't there, but he wasn't even 10 years old. They said, where you been? Haven't not you heard I've been about my father's business? Come on, man. That boy went to Egypt and powered up, and he wasn't a white boy over there in Egypt. And they didn't know who he was. Let's just keep that shit a buck.
He went and powered our way up.
And if you white and your hand turned into leprosy, how would we know the difference? Quit playing, bro. So you got to understand some shit of who you are in order. That's why Enoch and the lost books of the Bible and all that shit was took out. But the original book, the original Virgin Mary is the original woman, which is the black woman. And the original Jesus or the Christ is the black man. And that's a black man. And we all are sons of him. That's why you got something called lineage. Not up for the bait.
That's why.
Shots up.
That's why I don't look at religion like religion. Jesus ain't never said nothing about no religion. Not once.
It's about culture, man. A way of life. That's what he was telling you. It's a way of life. And y'all killed that man back then for that. And you'll turn around and kill other brothers that come in the form of that righteous You know what I'm saying?
Corey said he gonna send you some scriptures where it says he's coming
I
back.
done read so many scriptures on that. So it's gonna be we'll be sitting here talking about this forever.
Hey, bro, I got a Bible beside my bed.
He said it's in the New Testament.
I know the New Testament and the Old Testament. I know the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran. I know them. I'm telling you,
And we got books.
we can play chess with this topic, but not be disrespectful. We have diplomacy, not step on nobody's foot. I can have that because
Corey, when you go back and
I'm
watch some of
polished to the degree.
if you go back
that
and
I
watch
can
some
do
of our
that.
old episodes, like when we first started the podcast, he'll see a lot of stuff we talked about.
Yeah,
Well,
for
we're
sure.
talking to two different Corys. So
I'm just saying that, like, when it comes
yeah,
to
you got.
scripture,
I know. I'm talking about you got two different Corys.
We know.
commenting.
because, like, when you think about it, like, outside of religion has a birthday. The black man don't have a birthday. Shots up. No. Religion have a birthday.
I know.
But as we exist right now today, as black, what we call black men, well, whatever you want to call
People
yourself.
that do say they follow Jesus, why they do so much paganism stuff though? You know what I'm saying? They celebrate all the
Oh,
holidays.
no,
I don't wanna get into-
I don't want that.
Alright.
I'm just thinking about it.
I
You
don't
know,
wanna get into
no, we
all
ain't
that.
gonna get all into
Talking
it.
about
Say,
paganism.
yeah, what's
Pagan,
some,
Christmas and that- and all
paganism
that stuff.
is Christianity.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Paganism
that's what it
is
is.
Easter.
It's yeah, it's-
Paganism is taking a statue of Michael Jordan and idolizing it, or LeBron James and idolizing it.
It's the same with Christmas and everything like that
Christmas
too.
and everything else.
Any idolatry. I might not be saying it right, but I know what I mean and I know what I'm saying. Glory be to God. However, that God is not in the sky. We don't got no sky daddies. Well, I don't.
The invisible sky dad.
I don't
Who
have
was
no.
that man that kept saying that?
Bill Donahue,
No, it was
he
somebody.
was on there too though.
He was on it too, though, but it was somebody else.
Reverend Ike.
It's
It was,
so
it was
Ike.
another white man.
It's
It was
so-
a white man that kept saying that.
it's so many. I like
See,
when
that
white
was-
man speak.
see, a lot of them though, they be on. A lot of them just be atheists. So you really can't pay them no attention. They speak.
You want to know why they atheists though? Because they don't want to accept the reality that the original man is the black man. You gotta understand, every nationality of people, every manner of other human being outside a black person come from a black person.
So what y'all think
That's
about
what I
the
want
Big
y'all to
Bang- What y'all
understand.
think about the Big Bang Theory?
That we as the
think
fathers
about it.
and mothers
What you
of
think about
humanity.
the Big Bang Theory?
The Big Bang Theory ain't
That's full of
nothing-
shit. Charles Darwin full of shit. Period.
No, Charles Darwin is the theory of evolution, not the Big Bang Theory.
Charles Darwin started it.
That's the
He
theory
did
of
start
evolution.
That's
He
it.
started the Big
That's
Bang
the big
Theory.
thing. Bang theory with this nigga.
He
When he
started
said everything exploded, hit the water, became a fish, became a monkey, became a human.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Alright, so check this out. Charles Darwin was wrong in explaining the theory. See, a theory, it explains what happened. Such as, I'm on top of a cliff, and I walk and I fall off. But Miss So Ambitious see it. So she write a theory called gravity. So the theory explains the law of nature. The written thing is called the theory, but it explains what she saw. Alright, so in his explanation, his theory, he was off. Because he's saying human came from monkeys, but when he said it was a bang, it's just like when that sperm hit that egg, and now she ain't got no period no more.
Yeah, Charles Darwin.
So
full of
in the
shit.
universe, when it was triple darkness, you had that. Think about when you take clothes out of the dryer and you get something called static electricity and you get a pop. That's what's the bang in the universe that Darwin was attempting to explain. But we
Yeah,
know
he fucked it up though.
Yeah, he fucked it
No,
up.
even like going to school when you see a science book, they got the water, the fish, the monkey, then the man.
Yeah, and the thing about it is
The
that
Neanderthals and that shit started.
all right, before we get to the human aspect, let's talk about water aspect. All right, life on the planet in general evolved out of the water.
Everything
This
is water.
This is why the planet is 3/4 water. That's 75%, and your body is 75 to 80% water, and you sweat out the same salt water that come out the sea, and you wash
come out
your
of water
body.
when it break,
You
it's
wash
water.
your body because you have dirt. You accumulate dirt from So we did come from the planet. So that's why I say his explanation of of what went on is off a little bit, but don't think that we didn't come out of the water.
What did he get that from though? Because the apes have what 44 chromosomes.
Yeah, and it's something in their thumb that's not like ours that separate them from us in deeper. Or when you come from,
That's why I got the ability to talk.
yeah, when you come from a more, I'm gonna say Afrocentric standpoint. you know what I'm saying, or a Pan-African standpoint, we understand that the original man, like when the life form hit the planet, it evolved, and when it evolved, it was the black man or the mind of a man and a woman at the same time, because you gotta have two. That's why you have asexual things. That's why you have something called a hermaphrodite. You did, because at one point in time, things was asexual in the beginning life forming and stages and evolutions of life on the planet.
You still got animals like that now, like hyenas. and
Trees
shit.
too.
Yeah, hyenas.
But
like
when
that
you
too,
separate the female and the male trees, we won't get
So,
fruits
so
no more.
I'm glad you said that, because remember when I was talking to you earlier?
This shit deep.
You remember I was talking to you earlier about polycystis, right?
Yeah.
So to elaborate on that, polycystis is when a woman got more male chromosomes than she have women. So her male hormones take over more than her female hormones, which prevent a lot of issues like she started to develop infertility because her male hormones are the stronger hormones.
So everything come out, how it come out, everything starts the same thing. That's how it always is.
And then, you know the great debate about which one come first, the chicken or the egg.
It's always the same thing. The goddamn chicken come first, then the egg, then the hatch the goddamn egg. We finna take this shot too.
Yeah, so
Cold Bill.
Hot liquor. So speaking of that, I want all of y'all to
Damn, we
follow
got some
me
deep information to this.
to follow me on TikTok.
And I have to urinate. / piss.
I want everybody to follow me on TikTok because I am about to go through my polycystic journey. So it's gonna be exciting, it's gonna be emotional, it's gonna be a little bit of everything. So make sure everybody follow me on TikTok because I'm gonna be very vocal and very upfront about my journey that I'm about to go through. So I felt like when I was diagnosed at 17, I wasn't educated enough on it, and now I'm educated a lot on it due to, research. So make sure y'all join me on TikTok for the females that may be actually battling with PCOS and all of the above. So I'm glad we did have that conversation about the chromosomes because it helps explain PCOS. So y'all follow me on TikTok. It's Rashika So Ambitious. No, it's Rashika Payton on TikTok. So make sure y'all follow me. I start that journey tomorrow. I will start my first documentation tomorrow on that journey.
And make sure, we're going to change it up, so make sure y'all tap in on the segment. We're going to start doing the what if and how you know. So y'all come up here and debate with us, but still, with us always, it's not up for debate. So the thing is, with Cold Bill High Liquor, we're going to just branch off with the other podcasts. Go to TikTok for like 30 minutes. Y'all come up here and sit on this little lounge area. And we're going to let y'all say what y'all got to say. It's what if and how you know. But it's always not up for debate when it's up to us. So.
Yeah, even the people that want to say what they want to say when they want to say it about anything that is expressed in information wise.
We down to listen to everybody, information, opinions, or whatever. Everybody.
And it's what if and how you know.
Yeah, if
Type
you
shit.
so you can say how you know all you want to, but you ain't got the facts to back it up. It's not up for debate.
Right, and you don't have to get in your feelings. Like, we rise above
Negativity.
The conversation.
and emotions because it's about logic and reason. It's what makes sense. And if it don't make sense, it's okay to disagree and be like, that don't make sense to me, sis.
If you're gonna get mad, don't come.
Yeah, you don't need to get mad because it's about promoting and having a space where you could just have raw conversation like you do when you don't have a camera and people don't always agree.
It is not a safe space.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say it is a safe
Yeah,
space.
but the what if,
She keeps saying it.
the what if and how you know it's gonna get deep. It might offend you because we speaking on everything. So we don't care how you take it. Just don't be. If you're gonna get mad and want to leave, just ain't no point in coming up here. But
And if you
you're gonna get offended by a lot of shit because we don't get offended. It don't even matter how you feel about it. You feel about
you
it.
just got to be the radius in the diameter of the circle.
And it's not a safe space.
You understand? That's all you got to do.
Make sure y'all
It's
follow
okay.
me on TikTok, Rashika Pay, and any women out there that got PCOS that's uneducated about it, follow me on TikTok.
If you miss your date for the regular Cold Bill High Liquor podcast, always stay alert. When we put up spot open, you get a day early.
And anybody that want to play chess, we can play chess. You feel me? Just tap in with me.
Tap in for
I play
visuals.
chess and I give out lessons.
Go back.
And tap in for visuals, man. I got Mike drops $50. 4 videos, $100. We finna start working on a lot of shit, so make sure y'all tap in, tune in. Anything y'all want to say?
If you need your house decorated, tap in with me. If you need fashion advice, tap in with me. If you need event planning, tap in with me. And like I said, make sure y'all follow me on TikTok because the PCOS journey is about to be really something serious. So follow me on TikTok.
And make sure y'all tap in and vote for us, man. It'll be our 4th award that we're about to get. Miss So Ambitious about to win Host of the Year. We're about to win Podcast of the... I don't know which one this is, but we got...
Podcast of the Metro area.
Appreciate that, Corey.
Podcast of the Metro area and Host of the Year.
Shout out to everybody that's in the store. Shout out to everybody been rocking with us. Everybody who always tuning in from day one, man. We 4 years in. We ain't nothing but keep going the fuck up, man. Let me take this... Make sure my shot pulled up. You gonna take a close-out shot? Y'all take a close-out shot?
You feel me?
Let me pass some popcorn. I was popcorn.
Yeah.
Nah, you say you ain't want no
First of
popcorn.
all, because I can go home and pop it.
Yo, you gonna pop some for real? Cause I need some.
Yeah, I'm going. Let me say I'm going home.
You pulled up. You gotta pull your regular close-out shot.
Don't miss. You ain't gonna bullet me.
I wouldn't try to. You don't fuck with it. I just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a voice now. Yeah. Yeah.
She said
Man,
She said that shit like I'm on one.
Yeah, matter of fact,
She
pull that shot
like,
here.
she on shit, nigga. Like, yo,
Yeah.
yo, I got
Yeah.
a voice now, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. Run up on me you want to. Yeah.
I break the glass like Robert.
She ain't little no more. She big.
Big Sheikah.
There you go.
Everybody
Big and bitches. There you go.
make sure everything.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, we ain't little no more.
And I just need y'all, when I say glory, y'all say be to God.
Is that the end?
God,
Glory. Be to God.
God,
See,
for you the glory.
that's how I know it's a lot of devils in the crowd.
Says a lot of
Oh, when they don't say, if the be to God part don't be huge, it's a lot of devils out there.
Cold Bill.
Hot liquor,
Not a for the baby.
glory, be to God.
I know you
If you
gonna
don't
dig
say
it.
it, you like Eddie when you walk in that church. You say, oh hell, it's hot in here.
His mouth was on.
It was smoky.
7:30 p.m.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe over here.
Let's go.
Different
Peace.
Stop the violence. Peace.
Stop the violence.
2, 1.